and trust that you're still enjoying your Wednesday on this day, October the 13th. We have all heard the phrase, the faithful few. But only recently have I really come to understand what that really means and how important it is to the church. I've come to appreciate that faithful few crowd now more than ever. So I thought I would take a moment to salute the faithful few. It occurred to me a few days ago that of how special our members at First Baptist really are and what heroes of the faith they are. They are special and they are heroes because of their faithfulness and their service to the Lord. I mean, when you look at today, these are far from ordinary times, and our people have been far from ordinary. As I reflect on 23 years of service at First Baptist, and as I've witnessed the faithfulness of the saints of God through the various churches throughout the land, I realize that these very same people, with that same sense of dedication and that same sense of duty and same sense of commitment to the church, they have always been there. Since the pandemic, we seem to take more notice of those who come to church and those who don't come to church. And somehow we have tried to make this a pandemic issue. But thank God, others have proven it's no pandemic issue at all. It's a spiritual issue. It's a priority issue, and it's a preference issue. People come to church and support the church because they want to, and they feel a sense of duty. Others don't come to church nor support their church because they don't want to. It's all in what our priorities are. It's all in what we prefer to do with our money, our time, our energy, and our Sunday mornings. And please don't misunderstand me. This is not a new debate. It's as old as the church itself. We've always had those who could take church or leave it, and often they chose to leave it, and today they still choose to leave it. And then there are those who wouldn't miss church for the world. And in their mind, if the church ever goes down, they are going down with it. And First Baptist should understand that better than anyone as far as I'm concerned. And listen, this is not to condemn any person or any group, but it is to celebrate a certain group that has been there, that group that is always there and will likely always be there, the faithful few. The pandemic has highlighted your faithfulness, your sense of commitment, which has been there all along. And you have been there. But we never noticed it as much, at least I didn't. And we have not seen it as clearly as we see it today. While many of our members enjoy the safety and comforts of home every Sunday, you are there on the front lines, giving of your time, of your energy, and of your resources. You are there risking health and safety. And this goes beyond the pandemic. Many of you have lost loved ones to sickness and disease. Many of you are not well yourselves, not in good condition yourselves, and yet you're there. You're still there. Many of you have yourselves had more than your share of COVID-19. But God has blessed you to recover, and you're still here. Are you hearing what I'm saying? We have together, First Baptist Church, faced one terrible tragedy after another, one death after another, and you're still here. We have members who have every conceivable underlying condition, every imaginable condition there is. And yet, as often as they can, they drag themselves to First Baptist to have church. I hope your fellow members realize the price you are paying. I hope they appreciate your devotion, and I pray they appreciate the sacrifices that you make to see that First Baptist continues to stand and stand strong. I honestly trust that instead of withdrawing to the corner of life, complaining about who hasn't visited them or who hasn't called them, I hope they remember you and call you and encourage you and pray for you. I hope they recognize that you are the ones on the front lines. You are the ones taking all the risk, and you are the ones paying the way and working and serving day in and day out. It's because of you that the bills get paid. It's because of you that singing happens. It's because of you that ushering happens, deacon happens. It's because of you that church, worship, and preaching happens. It's because of you that the doors of our church remain open and the work goes on. And it's because of you, my friend, that we continue to minister to people in need. It's because of your enormous faith and trust in the Lord that we are here. It's because of you that when others feel safe enough to come back to church and support their church, when they are able to come back to church, when they feel comfortable enough to come back to church, when they are well enough to come back to church, and when they decide to come back to church, it's because of you they will have a church to come back to. I salute you, faithful few, because we are, because you are. Now I'm talking to our church at First Baptist, but I could just as well be talking to your church. Make sure they know that you appreciate them. Thank you, First Baptist. And may God continue to bless you richly. And I thank God, I sincerely thank God for your service and your sacrifice. God bless you.